it's just that we must realize that anything that is trying to separate us is really should be alienated from us, and anything that we are not really behind that is going to bring a global unity, because it's going to take all of us coming together. It's not going to take just the African Americans, and the fear now is that you know, some people may feel superior to others, but we're all the same, and that's the biggest lie from the Mzungu that he's given us, is trying to create this superior inferior amongst ourselves, and the whole colorism, etc. So my urge is that, you know, very few African Americans even have passports. So that's another big thing. Whereas probably here you're still so connected to your roots. So you know, a lot of you will have passports. You'll have at least traveled at least once back to wherever you came from. So whereas, you know, African Americans, I guess they have no one where to call. You know, where do they come in Africa? It's 54 nations. So I did feel that, but I felt that I left the US feeling like we are going to have to act so maturely and rise above our feelings and our emotions, because it's so easy for, you know, because the main kind of narrative, and I see it on my channel as well, is that Americans keep saying Africans didn't come after them. We didn't go save them. We didn't send a ship to get them. And it's just like your little sister who feels you abandoned them, and they're still so angry at you, and that anger is justified. But they don't know the story of how we were colonized. They don't know the story of how we are still colonized, and probably the most colonized right now, and how you know, for me, as much, at least, you guys have an awakened, you know, there's an awakened community. In Africa, literally, some of the things I say, people think I'm totally, you know, and so I lose a lot of the African audience because they're just not ready. So it's just to say that we are still colonized, enslaved, all of us, and we must not allow these emotions, because they are justified emotions. We are a broken generation, to kind of get in the mix of this amazing awakening and rising that is happening right now.
Absolutely.
Did you, while you were in America, did you come across Neely Fuller Jr. and his writings at all?
I am familiar with what he says, and I really, those are actually some of the works that I want to take back, because I feel that they would be such a blessing for our African brothers and sisters who have no idea. Because you see, we've been in a colonial system, but our leaders are black. My MP is black, my president is black, my judge is black, my police are black, and yet I am in a white supremacy system. So how do you convince someone they're in a white supremacy system when they think it's their own? And then we've got the whole tribes thing going. But because of the young, you know, over 60% of I hope I'm still on topic, over 60% of Africans are young people. Awakening the continent will be like that. And that's why all these programs are targeting, you know, us. But I really feel for those in the diaspora, it's really gonna require such
it's deep work, isn't it? It is.
And it's not easy. It's not easy, and I realize that, and I don't think people realize the extent, because all of us have to do our inner work. No one can do that. No one can cry those tears for you and release that baggage for you, and kind of, you know, convince you you're awesome. You have to find a way to do that on your own.
It's very, very true. Very true.
So whilst in the States, you actually also interviewed Dr. Claude Anderson. That's huge. You know, I mean, I watched that also. But can you just give us your takeaways from that? And he spoke on horizontal issues, and that we should focus on vertical issues, being our skin colour. What's your perspective on that, given that that's, some people don't see themselves as Africans? We've got the whole ADOS movement now. You know, I don't know why they want to start from slavery and not, you know, embrace their Africanness, but that's something else, you know, because of what you said about the abandonment issues. What was your biggest takeaways from your experience with speaking with Dr. Claude?
Oh, Dr. Claude is such an incredible man, and the saddest thing for me is he was kind of like, I'm not going to be around much longer. And that for me was very, very
I got
hard,
that from the interview, because he was kind of like almost like handing over the baton to you.
Yes,
I saw that. I felt that.
He said that. because he said to us, "This is my last time in LA."
Wow.
And I was like, "What do you mean? But you can, there'll be other talks." And he was like, "No, I'm done." And I feel that he is part of, they were so alone, the revolutionaries of his time, because so many of them got taken out, got compromised, got given diseases. So they were so alone. So he's almost been running this race and feeling like he's running alone. It's been a marathon. It's lonely out there. And he also feels like my people don't even appreciate it.
Right.
So
Right.
What he made me realize is everything already exists for us to implement.
Yes.
The only thing we need to get is the mentality.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people
mindset.
keep asking me, how will we do it? Okay, let's do these organizations. Okay, create this. Okay, create that. The blueprint is already there. We don't have to
Absolutely.
reinvent it. But we have to
Absolutely.
now start reading and studying what he said. And so for me, it was so powerful when he said, forget the horizontal issues, because we're stuck on those.
Yes.
The tribes,
Yes, the religion.
religions, you're Muslim, I'm this, you're rich, I'm poor, all this. We're stuck on these horizontal issues, and we're not building the vertical empire, which
Yes.
is all we need to be concentrating on. Because if you look at everyone else, they are building that. China's building their empire.
Yes.
China is sending everyone to create the great China. They're sending their citizens out there. Africa, we already have strategic positions around the world, but we're not taking advantage of that.
Right.
So that's what I came away with from him, is that everything, that's the one thing our forefathers did for us, is say they set the roadmap. And it's just now for us to honor and respect that, and kind of take that roadmap and use it to liberate ourselves.
Beautiful, beautiful. But not just beautiful, but powerful. Sorry, I know we've just
No,
got
I
like
was
last
just-
5 minutes, and I just want to make sure. But go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, with what you were saying and what he said, ties into the idea of Neely Fuller Jr., where it's kind of like about just stick to the code, then it doesn't matter
Yes.
if
Yes.
you're Christian or Muslim.
We need to get on code. We
you
need to
just
get on
stick to the
code.
and
We
we're
need to
going
get on code.
upwards. We're not having to, have tea together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, we need to get on the black code. And on that note, we've just got 5 minutes left. It really it just feels like we're just getting into things. But we've got to remind our listeners that we've also got Dr. Mumbi here from the Dr. Mumbi Show. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
And we also have Sister Shanice here, who has her company, Starlight. Is it Starlight Global?
Starlight Global, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I've just been enjoying listening to Dr.
Yes,
Lindsay and everything
yes.
that she's saying.
Yeah,
You know,
powerful stuff.
absolutely, yeah, awesome,
But-
awesome works. And,
Nice.
we was just talking about great ones laying hands
Mhm.
and, the greatness going on. And, to have Claude Anderson as well, just download all that information.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and almost be
Yeah.
passing over the baton to you.
Mhm.
It's like, it's tearful. But
Yeah.
Awesome.
But on that note of building bridges, in our last few minutes, and sorry to sort of have to haste it along because I'm just, as I say, getting into it, but this is powerful. We've got two African women coming together, to talk about, not just talk about, be about the solution. Because I know that you ladies are women of actions, with Sister Shanice and her tours, her Starlight Global tours, expeditions to Zimbabwe, which I spoke about earlier on, and we can provide some more information and links on the Facebook. But just to let us know a little bit about this coming Sunday, if you will, we have a special guest, Dr. Mumbi, who will be speaking at the Summit of Solutions, which is this Sunday, the 24th of March, yes, I was going to go to April. It's 24th of March, this Sunday, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Lewisham Village. Sister Shanice, please let us know what to expect from there.
Wow. Well, this will be the third summit that we will be holding as a community. We had Summit 1 and Summit 2. Summit 1 was in December, and Summit of Solutions 2 took place in January. And within the Summit of Solutions, we have created, I think it's about 9 councils. And each of those councils have a particular sort of thematic area that, have a particular thematic area. And the members, there's about 100 members, and each of them are involved in one of those thematic areas and are working in their groups and developing, some initiatives which at some point, you know, will be getting rolled out.
Okay.
We have our third summit coming up on Sunday, as you said, the 24th of March at the Mission Village. And we're privileged to have Dr. Mumbi as our
it's going to be
special
amazing.
guest.
I'll be down there.
So
Where can they get their tickets
they
from?
can go to Just Tickets, and it's £5.50 plus booking fee to get that ticket for Summit of Solutions. So go to Just Tickets, Google Summit of Solutions. 60% of the tickets have already gone. Seats are limited. I'm encouraging our members to make sure that they get their tickets first of all, because it's unlikely that we'll be able to admit anyone at the door if they just turn up.
Okay,
so
no problem.
Please do come.
Amazing. Okay, so get your tickets from Just Tickets. Dr. Mumbi, last closing words as we've got just a few seconds. But thank you so much. I just want to say thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing. But the last words to take us out to the news.
I really think that this is our season. And I just wanted to say, since we're all women in here, it's really important that we know that we are entering the decade of women, what they call the decade of women. And, you know, when these things are put out there, we already were in the season of women, but it's very, very significant that we as women especially let go of those things that women can't get along and women don't like each other and women this, you know, and the sisterhood is something that is so important, and it is just as important, because we must now, you know, join our men on the battlefield, but in some cases take the lead.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dr. Mumbi. And on that note, please do check us out on Facebook, on the Amiga Facebook, where I'll be putting all of the links where you can get your tickets, you know, tune into Dr. Mumbi's show. Make sure you subscribe, Dr. Mumbi's show. And tune in to Galaxy as well with our sister Shanice. Okay, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you again next week, Wednesday.
Fantastic. Good show. Oh, good show.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're sharing so quick.
Yes.
Yeah,